1884 and 1886. Mr. James Van Larkin opens the general store selling caskets. He was one of the first graduates of the Brown School of Embalming in Raleigh.
When Van Larkin came to Carthage, he was a casket builder, could have even sold furniture.
1919, Mr. Larkin sold the business to Mr. R.G. Fry Sr.
In 1922, my grandfather, Robert Gilliam Fry Sr., was elected sheriff of Moore County. There will be a gavel in my father's hand. And that gavel was put there because he became the first chief magistrate in Moore County when the magistrate system changed from the justice of the peace system from 1968 until 1981 when he retired at 65. Once Tommy Prickett purchased the business from my father, the name changed to Fry and Prickett.
Whenever Dad needed the hearse, he would go down there and pick up the hearse and go take it for a funeral, or he would take someone for an ambulance trip, say to Chapel Hill or over to Moore County Hospital.
The 40s and 50s and 60s was funeral homes ran the ambulance service.
Did we lie down in the back of the hearse? Yes, we did. Did we ever lie down in the back of a casket? Yes, we did. And we all had our favorite casket picked out. Mine was called the Green Hornet. So what he would do is he would take trades. Oh, we'd get a bushel of potatoes, or we'd get a bushel of corn, or eggs.
My dad was mayor of Carthage back in the 60s for about 9 years, was a town commissioner. My dad had two great loves here in Moore County. One was the town of Carthage and the growth of Carthage, and the other was Sand Hills Community College. He was a charter trustee at Sand Hills and actually turned the first spade of dirt there.
So when we acquired the pilot in 1996, Woodrow came with the deal.
Most people know that Woodrow never drove, never had a driver's license, so he would walk everywhere he went or he would thumb a ride.
He would come to the ball games at Union Pines up until his death.
I don't know of another community in the country that so beloves their community correspondent that they honored his memory and his legacy by naming a stadium after him.
Bingo would make you laugh. He always said he never met a girl that he didn't think was gorgeous. Didn't matter if she was tall, short, fat, skinny, or what color she was. Every woman was gorgeous.
I was the one that had to tell Tommy that Bingo had passed away, and Tommy was he was in rehabilitation himself at that point after having a stroke, and I remember him just crying like a baby, and it touched my heart so much because he always called him brother, and they called each other brother. They were just Bingo and Tommy were just best friends for as long as they were here.
My name is Blanche Dowdy Carter, and that is me in 1972 when I was talking to Tommy Prickett about doing the funeral for my mom who had passed away. And then after graduation from college, I came back to Moore County and taught school there for 18 years before becoming principal at Pinehurst and then at Southern Pines. And after that, I served on the Moore County Board of Education. Carter was not born here. His first job brought him here to Pinckney High School. And now the track at Union Pines is named for my husband, who is featured right here, Nathaniel Carter track and field.
My dad purchased the house in 1970. When he purchased it, I really questioned his sanity. We'd be doing a lot of work because this was truly a family affair so far as remodeling the house goes. It was a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Tommy was always a sharp dresser, and I think anybody that knew him knew that. He took a lot of pride in what he would wear and how he would look. They have a picture of him riding his Farmall tractor from Riddle Equipment to his house one afternoon with his coat and tie on.
Very important from my dad's standpoint that you look professional because if you don't look good, you may not be acting good.
He said, well, if you'll come and visit me, he says, I'll show you around. He said, it's a beautiful little town. He said, Carthage has been good to me and I know it'll be good to you. He always came to serve. And whether we had services going on or not, he was always there, ready to respond to whatever the needs were.